Hello, sweet Terry Lynn. I want to try to clarify some things. Okay? As much as Philip Gardner did wrong, Philip was being attacked by the devil and deranged, but trying to help. Philip was raised by parents. He only had one sister who kept the Sabbath holy, sundown Friday night to sundown Saturday night. His dad was a very famous real estate agent, and he sold Amish equipment. Philip's dad died of a heart attack at a young age. The family kept the Sabbath holy. And Philip heard of me praying about the Holy Sabbath and the miracles, and he wanted to help me. He called me at my Collingswood apartment. I was living there having prayer. He said, please help me. My church won't help me. I'm near death. My friends didn't want me to help him because they knew he had some emotional issues. But I said, I can't let him die like that. My one friend said, you know Terry Lynn, she's loving. She couldn't hurt nobody that way. She's going to go help that crazy guy. Philip came to my Collingswood apartment very banged up. He had high sugar. His pancreas was affected and he was near death. But he drove his truck there. A white truck. He appeared in Collingswood. He came up to the steps very wounded and stared at me. People who know Philip know he would stare often at you and talk. I had a beautiful apartment. He came in and he said, wow, this is nice. Are those blinds yours? And he was looking at the furniture and things around. He immediately fell asleep. His high sugar was so high, I let him take a nap and I gave him some tea and some food, and I began to pray with him. He said, you know, will you come to the house that I've rented across the street from the Seventh-day Adventist Church? And I went with him. When I walked into the Seventh-day Adventist Church, there were people that were going to commit suicide and almost die, and I helped them. Philip was brokenhearted. Philip, being near death, my heart went out to and I helped. Philip loved me so much. And I know he did. He heard about a fight with me and my uncle, Joe Rody. And he wanted to help me. And I said, Philip, no, I don't want you involved. I must trust God. He said, please, I have a lot of money. And he cried. He said, I want to help you. And I said, I want to help you, brother. You keep the Sabbath holy, but we need to pray for the sick to be healed and more. He said, Terry, that I've been praying 20 years for a wife. But I said, brother, how is God going to give you a wife if you lie and you do crazy things? He said, I know, I need help. I respected Philip that he tried to help me and he caused me some trouble. And I did get raped by a police officer that found out about the mansion and was upset that America didn't protect me. I don't know who told him. He wanted me to go to the country Columbia and be his wife and have a baby. And I said, no, I must protect America. He said, like, America didn't protect you. Come see my mother. And he threw me to the ground and raped me. And he said, when was the last time you had sex? He could tell I was like a virgin. And I was he could tell I was not with a man for a long time. And we began to fight, and he got scared. He saw my strength, and he's like, oh my God, this girl kicked my ass. And I called my brother, and he said, Philip keeps calling you. And I went to Mullica Hill, where I started showing with the baby very quickly. And Philip, with prayer, helped me to have a miscarriage. And I said to him, Philip, how could you be so stupid? You know the mansion and the miracles and everything. He said, well, forgive me. And he brought 2 hot dogs on a tray and tried to feed me, but I couldn't eat. I was brokenhearted and laid on the couch and bled for 2 weeks. And the baby came out this big. It looked like it was full blown, like 8 pounds. But it was a blood clot. But God and Jesus revealed to me, Terry Lynn, I'm going to give you a miscarriage. And he made the baby get real big and me push it out. I never seen anything like it. And I prayed, Jesus Christ, what's going on? And Phillip cried the biggest tears. I was in the back house, he was in the front house, he was crying. Then many people showed up. Different people were like, Terry Lynn, let's call the police. I said, call the police. You people did wrong here at Mullica Hill. The cop thought he would rescue me and take me to Mullica Hill. You people need to repent. And then Brother Todd showed up hysterical. Call the police. Call the police. Get Officer Russo. Get help from Voorhees. My mother's hometown. It was crazy. Then I left, broken hearted, and heard that Phillip died. Another bad news came. And I said, Jesus, make the people listen. I'm telling you people, America, come back to the Lord. I understand many of you are brokenhearted. Keep staying out of your lives. Marry who God wants you to join to. Protect virgins. Respect celibacy till marriage. Close World Harvest churches, Assemblies of God, and Gateway churches. And more that do not keep the Sabbath holy and holy. Phillip Gardner's parents were very well to do and kept the Sabbath holy sundown Friday night to sundown Saturday night. Phillip is dead. He tried to help, but he was a little deranged. But at least he kept the Sabbath holy. He tried. People called me, people contacted me even from other states. They said, Terry Lynn, Phillip loved you. I know he did. He was busted up about women not wearing prayer veils and bonnets. He kept saying, the women got to wear bonnets. He wanted things like God gave him at the beginning. Remember God gave Adam and Eve all the fruits of the tree and land? He wanted that again. He suffered. He never had a wife. He never had children. He wanted it for 20 years, but he went crazy. Maybe the devil entered him. The demons entered him. Do any of you care? Start caring.